Well, let's see. Yep, there we go. We're live. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Blades, and yes, we are live. Hopefully, I'll be a bit better today. I'm not on party mode anymore. Birthday was yesterday. I think it's all done. It's all done. So where were we up to? What mess did I make yesterday? Oh God. Windows fix done. Upgrade server client communications done. And then it's movement. Okay. So if we can get rid of all this. Erase all ink. It doesn't work. Okay. Right, okay, that's fine. Let's see if I can do anything here. No, it's not working. Okay. Erg. Continue. And we'll have a clean chalkboard, please. That one. That'll do nicely. Right, here we go, day 6. Day 6. Lovely. It's all about movement. Okay. We are going to start with a local. Then we are going to go via server. Which is an interesting subject in itself. And lastly, I am looking for multiplayer. I'm hoping we're going to get as close to that today. Right, there's our 3 things. Let's see how much we can actually do. It's going to be an interesting one, this. So for local, we're going to do one system. Then we're going to expand that into talking, because we've now got the communications in place with the server, and the server being the authority over the movement. And then we can look at multiplayer where other players can join in. This could be seriously interesting. And it could go horribly wrong, because I've never tried doing this like this before, so hey-ho. And up she rises. So let's get rid of this for a second. I'll come back to that if we need to. Let's find out what our code looks like today. Let's see, we're on day 6, aren't we? And I haven't even saved day 5 yet. Yeah. So day 5 was communications. Yeah. So let's do that. Day 5. Communication. There we go. Copy. Tick. Tick. And the last one. Whoops. Tick. Okay, let's do all of these now. La 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 la. Yeah, we're on Windows 10. My God. I never thought I'd be programming on here again. But here we are, a week on Windows 10. Awesome sauce. That's that bit done. So we're on a clean start. Hello to everybody. So let's send a message. Hello to you all. There we go. We're started. Let's have a look. Client. We're doing client today, aren't we? We're doing client code. So source. Got nothing. Core. Okay, so we've just got the application. Good. That's all I want. Just the application. Because being a prototype, it's going to get a bit messy. Just thinking. These are the wrong way around, aren't they? Yes, they are. Bob should be rendered first. I thought there was a problem with that, so I'm going to fix that straight away. Cut. I'm going to, yeah, just put him there. Just put him one more line up. He'll be fine there. I'm sure he will. Magic. So Bob has to be done first. If we run the client, you'll see why now. Because we have to get this time sorted out as well, haven't we? So let's just run the client. Make sure everything's running nicely. There's a fault there. But yeah, now the numbers are on top of him rather than him on top of the numbers. That's what I wanted. When we get that sorted out. What was that? Error. String. Oh, right, yeah. So message 5 received. UUID equals %D. That is on 87. Thank you. 87. Dot C underscore string. There we go. That's all it wants me to do. Right, so that's that fixed. All fixes done. Lovely. I didn't realise I'd left that. Right, we're going to start then with keyboard input. No point in not doing keyboard input. So up here, we've put some strings in and stuff here, haven't we? So we're going to have user float. Let's make it difficult for ourselves. User pos x equals, we said 50, didn't we? No, let's make it something different. What's your green wallet? What's this about? Right. I don't understand. What's he going on about format %s for? Why has everything just gone to reds? What did I do? Oh, right, yeah. It's because I'm doing some up here. I hate it when it does that. What positions did we go for? 50-50. No, let's not go for 50-50. Let's go for screen size. Do I know what my screen size is? Oh, I do. Right, so 400, 300. So X 400 and float user pos Y equals 300. Dead easy. That should be the center of the screen, roughly. Right, you lot closed down it. We still got a green message here. No, it's not happy with something in this area. It seems to be this. That's a string. That's a string, and that's a string. So it can go away. Okay, Bob's area. We just need to put in user position X and user position Y. That's all we do for that. Save. Build. Make sure everything's right. Yep, he's in the middle of the screen. There he is. He's happily back in the middle of the screen now, which is good. Which is good. That's where I wanted him. Right. Lovely doublies. Everything seems to be going alright there. So all we need to do now is move him. Move him around. And where are we polling events? Send render draw, send render clear, so that's the rendering starts there. Okay, let's split this off. Right. What we're going to do is a const. uint, if I remember this correctly. It's a pointer, an 8-byte pointer. Don't like this. This just means an address. And we're going to call it keyboard. May as well. And that will equal SDL underscore something or other. Get keyboard, yeah. What kind of get keyboards have we got? Focus or state? I'll take state. There we go. What do you want in here? Get a snapshot of the current state of the keyboard. Num keys, if non-null, receives the length of the returned array. Okay. Null. Okay, fine. There we go. That was a bit easy to choose. All we need to do now is a few if statements, isn't it, really? Or we could do a case on it. Doing 4 things, aren't we? 8 things. Oh, it doesn't matter. So, if keyboard how does this? It's an array. So it's square brackets. It uses scan codes. So SDL, if I remember right, scan code, yeah. Okay. Scan code underscore a letter, W. That's forward, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. If that, then we'll have to do something. Yes, we'll have to do something. User position, how about that? User position Y. It's minus because we're going lower on the screen, upwards. Minus equals 0.1. No, better go lower. Let's go to there for now. See if that works. Okay, let's do the opposite now. Very simple stuff. I'm not doing anything complicated at this stage. Keyboard. And it's... can I get the whole thing? Yeah, I can. Copy. I need, what, 2 more of these, don't I? Alright, so WS and that's going to be the opposite of the one above. User pos Y plus equals 0.1f. That'll do. And here we can have D. WSD, yeah, that's right. And here we are going to go to the right. So that's X. User pos X plus equals 0.01f. Getting into this quite nicely today, thank God, after yesterday's nightmare. A. No messages on, no messages? No? Okay, wow. And mind you, I am a bit early today, aren't I? It's only 12:30. Whoops. Plus x minus equals, that's a shame, 0.01f. Ding. That's it. That's all we need to do. Theoretically. Okay. Let's see. D. No, nothing happening. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, there is. That's a little tad low, I think. Let's get rid of that. That. And that. Try again. Let's get him moving. Come on, little dude, move. Hey, we've got movement. Yeah, a bit slow. We might be able to just do this in whole numbers then. In integers. Ooh. That would be nice. Oh, of course, yes, we've got a delay on it, haven't we? Just realised. Whoops. I'll just do 1.0 to see if this is viable or not. I've actually got delays on this, haven't I? Because I wasn't so stupid this time. Oh, that's a lot better. We have movement. So if we go over here. Yeah, we are underneath. That's good news. And we can now run around. Can we run off? Could we get a segmentation fault? No, we should do. Whoops. And there's nothing stopping me going off the right hand side, is there? No. Okay. Alright, we can move around our board, our world, as it is now. That's good news. Alright, so everything's working nicely there. That's movement. That's the basics of movement. As basic can be. Now, what we need to do is build a string for this number 2. So, what we need is... Well, we don't need all of this, really, do we? I could just make a string out of input data, couldn't I? How can I do it? How can I do it properly? I'd have to use else's, wouldn't I? Yeah. Because what you get is std string. I'm going to do it the long way around, I don't care. It doesn't matter, it's a prototype, innit? So it doesn't matter. So you would have keyboard input, input data. Input data, there we go. And that would equal nothing. Like that. Would take a string called input data. And if W was pressed, then input data would equal 1 space. And you'll see why I'm doing it this way in a minute or two. Oh, it sort of, I hate it when it does that. Surprises me. Input data equals 0 space. And that's all we have to do for every single one of them. Really? So let's do the next one. So now input data equals plus equals 1. We can add another 1 on if that key's down. And of course we have to do else. Something just happened. Oh, it's noise from outdoors. It's not in here. That's okay. I say hopefully. So it's input data plus equals 0. And it's just repetition, really. Better put semicolon after it, though. Right, so that's W and S done. And you're thinking to yourselves, why is he putting a 1 and 0? It's because we don't control the person, Bob. We're not in control of Bob. Our server is. All we're going to do is tell our server which keys are we've hit on the keyboard, and that's it. So for D, just pop up and get rid of that. And then it's input data, again, plus equals. You can see already that this could be done better. And that's the whole point of this. It can be done better. Else, input data, plus equals 0 space. Just a 1 and a 0 every single time. Binary. We're using binary, and I'm doing it on purpose to prove a point. Because you can. Plus equals 1. Else. This is going to make our code massive, but doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Plus equals 0. Right, so I've got our keyboard inputs, and it's called input data, and I've called it game state message. Right. So I've already put it here, have I? Okay, we don't need that anymore. Because that is now input data. Right, so that will send the input data with the number 2 as the message type. It's message type, it's then a UUID and input data. That's what we want to send, but only if we are ready. And I put it's ready false there, so we'd have to turn it back on again at some point, depending on how many times we want to send this message per second. And this is where the crux of the server taking over is going to be. So we know that that part works, so we don't really need to start SDL logging it. Maybe we do, don't know. But I'm not going to log it because it's going to be, at the moment, it's going to be about 100 times a second. Because all I'm going to do here is put muser is ready equals true. Copy. And I want it on the one side, don't I? Equals true. In other words, anytime a key is pressed, it'll fire off the message. So that's that one. That one. That one. And that one. So if we press a key, it fires off the message. If we don't press a key, we're AFK. So we can measure AFK now, just by using that is ready part there. So we could do a log message. As long as I don't touch the keyboard, we'll see everything, won't we? Yeah, that's okay, that's fine then. It's just it's going to spam massively. Let's have a look down here, see what else is going on here. Receive data from the server and update our game. So we are receiving data. If it's a 5, then we get our problem now is that we might send a message before we've got our UUID, which is okay. The UUID will turn out false and be thrown away. What do we set it to? 0. Okay, 0 is a false UUID. Okay, false input. Got to be careful with this now. So I think we're going to need size T num splits as well now. Probably. Because we want to receive a 2. So if m underscore split result 0, sure we should really do this as a case. I'm not happy doing this one as if statements. I want to do this differently. Is there an easier way of doing this? Where have I got me receiving? Because we're going to do this automatically, aren't we? If user is ready, yeah. Send out. This is sending, that's okay. Receiving data from server, yeah. Okay. It doesn't wait. Might have to alter that receive data now. This is awkward. Yeah, we'll bring this back in then. I'm going to have to work with what I've got. I don't want to mess about too much with all the other stuff now. So I'm going to put if num splits is greater than 1, because it has to be. 0 and 1 would be 2. Then we can do this a lot. So we'll start here. And we've got the if, that one, if, that one. Okay. Start there. We'll end there. Alright. So that's there. And I need one more. Tap these in. There we go. That's looking a bit better. I don't want it to do this unless we've actually got something to do this with, if that makes sense. Right, let's deal with message 2. I know we don't have one, but we will do soon. Okay, so if it's 2, then how do I get a value out of here? It's sprintf, isn't it? Okay. I think it is anyway. How to get a value out? sprintf? I think it is. That's on preview. Okay, let's take another one then. C++ sprintf. Here we go. Let's just reference it. Buffer, blah blah blah, AB. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. And that's the number of something or other. What is n? I just want these bits here. Okay. Because we're not going to be able to do it properly like that anyway. Interesting. So I know that split result 1 is my x coordinate, because that's how I'm going to write it. M underscore, no, it's going to be s printf. Open the character stream. Oh God, char star. Why is it a char star? Why is everything C? I thought this was a C++ thing. Never mind. So our buffer is going to be M underscore split. Split result number 1. Comma. Let's see how this goes. This works out. I want %f. I think. Comma. And I want to put that into somewhere. User pos x. That's what I want to do. Alright, that's... Oh, what's wrong with it now? Oh, it's got to be a const. Nope, can't do that, but it's got to be a const. Why me? Why today? Where do we set this split thingy up? Message. Right. Okay, that's got to be a const. That's just going to make everything else rubbish, isn't it? Yeah. All it's going to do is now... Yeah. Can't do that. That's an interesting problem. So what's it asking for here? Const char star. Well, you can have a const char star, I don't care. So, const char star value equals underscore split result 1 to C underscore string. Now what's wrong with that? Argument of type const char star is incompatible with parameter of type char star. Wish it'd make up its goddamn mind. And that means I can't transfer that over. This is interesting. Does this mean I can't use sprintf? How do we get that to a char star? And why can't I have a char star value equal to that? Oh dear, what are we doing? Oh my god. Returns a const pointer to null terminated contents. Okay. Well, I never thought I'd come across a problem like this. How do I get a number out of a string? What on earth is going on? Right. I'm sure that I've done this before. How did I do it last time? Let's see, it'll be on this computer, won't it? If it's here. Let's have a look down in workspace development. I think it might be in here. No, it's not. It's in module 2. Server. Source. Network. And it'll be this file here, I think. Right, let's see how I did it here. Yeah, sprintf and buffer. So I've got my buffer wrong. Let's make a buffer. Network. Open that. What is buffer? It's not going to tell me. Port connected. Buffer is a char. Buffer size. Buffer size. Don't know. Depends on what I set it to. 1024 all day. Right. We're going to have to change this then, aren't we? So what we need is our split result to be a char of type char. And we have it some other way. So let's start at the top, work our way through this. Okay, while keyboard, keyboard, keyboard. Da, da, da. String state message. Da, la, 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 la. Okay. Receive data. Oh, we use state message again, do we? Okay. Split result dot clear. Where do we set it? Oh, we set it here. Can't change that. Can't change that at all. I'm stuck. I've never come across this before. Interesting. I thought that S was for string. So what is it for? Right, formatted data to oh, it's using streams on this, isn't it? Oh no. What's this one? There's fscanf. And the parameters. printf fscanf. What does it want in brackets? Compatibility, yeah. Read. No. Well, that's for a file. No. Oh, this is not going very well. So the S was stream. Is there not a 2? String to float. Okay. Dunno. C++. Never come across this. How to convert a string to a float. A to F. Where's that? Oh, that's nice. Alright, A to F. Where is that? That'll be in the STD. Okay, let's get rid of this then. So, STD, colon, A to F. Here it is. Open const char star string. I wish you'd stop it with these const. It's really starting to me. And this will just be m underscore split result, and that's number 1. And it's now going to complain it's not a const. Please don't. Please just don't. And let's use date. No, use a POSX. A 2 const char star. What is it on about? Okay, this is supposed to be now for a string A to F. ASCII to float. Done it. It's ASCII. A to F is ASCII to float. It's not anything. I thought it was going to be like string to float, but no, because that's what I asked for, and it gave me A to F. There you go, and it says, there you go. And look, it says string, but it's not. A to F isn't that. S to F is. So, let's just try that out. Remember, we're prototyping, so we can try stuff out. So if I put S to F there, I should now be able to take that off. And just put a bracket at the end. Like that. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking perfect. I prefer that one. Yeah, we'll have that. Let's have a look. Next line is user pos y. Told you I'll get stuck at some point. I don't know everything about everything. That's a problem, I suppose. S2F. Well, don't think it's a problem. I think it's better that I don't. Split result, and that is going to be a 012. Now, what we're going to have next is interesting. We are going to have an int, and it's going to be num players. Have we already got a num players? I don't think we have. And that's going to be equal to S2TOI. I don't know. We'll find out in a second here. Standard. I think it's just 2int, isn't it? 2. No, that's 2string. So string to D. For some reason, they always call integers D. Oh, there is an STOI. Oh, right, okay. The next character that should be in here is going to tell us how many players there are. So at the moment, it's not going to be used, but we are going to be setting it up, as it were, on the server side. Split result, and that's going to be 3, isn't it? Okay. So that's 4. And num splits is greater than 3. There we go. Should really put those in brackets. Yeah, you should really. So we will. We'll do it properly. Why not? So yeah, 0 is counted, you see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that package there, it'll be 4. I've got a thing going on here. Ah, an extra bracket. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with that. But at the moment, we're not going to get that information, are we? We're now going to have to work on our server. So let's get a drink. Let's see. I think I've set that up about right. STOF, STOF, STOI, yeah. I agree with that. We've got our UUID. Can't. So once we've received that, is it false or true? It's false. It's false until we move. Got to make sure it is. Oh. I've already done that. So that's redundant. Okay, so if we receive a message, number 2. Okay. Oh no, send. Not receive. Oh, okay. We'll have it in. It isn't redundant. Now, if these go true and then we receive a message number 2, it's going to go false. So that can come out. So that's alright. When we send a message, that's okay. When we receive a message, it goes false. Okay, let's split this down a little bit. That's the start of the render. That shouldn't even be there now. Those two lines have been pushed well out of place, and this is what happens, unfortunately. Go here. That can go anywhere else, but I'm going to keep it there to remind me. Okay, that's alright now. That's okay now. Let's get some spaces going because it's starting to get a bit all over the place. And that text message only wants to be applied once a second. It doesn't really want to be applied that many times per second. Okay. I don't think me is ready is going to work. Every time we send, we're going to receive. We're going to receive anyway, no matter what. Okay. Wait a minute. If muser is ready, we can go to false. We're not testing it anywhere else, are we? I will put it back in here. Oops. This is going to cause a problem. I think it is going to cause a problem. Right, becomes true once we've registered. We could just leave it as true now. No, we don't need to. We can use it to flag AFK, which is what I'm attempting to do. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Application shutdown, I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm actually happy-ish with that lot. Now what we have to do is get our user pos X and Y. And it was whatever we called it before. Now 400, 300, which was the center of the screen. So what I'm going to do for testing is make it top left of the screen on the server so that these disagree. So these numbers disagree. At the moment, let's just try building and running it, I suppose. Will it? Will it build and run? Unused variables. Okay. Yeah, build and run. Won't. Oh, whoa! You didn't see that, did you? Here we go. Message 2 sent. 2000001. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. That's correct. It's now not correct because it's not doing the other bits. I just think it overloaded on the spam. So let's check that out again. I'm going to, well, no, I'm not going to ignore that. Never ignore warnings. Never. It's down here, isn't it? That one there. Just not yet. Let's not do that until we've actually got a reason to do it. A damn good reason for it, obviously, but let's just check that again. I want to see what happens this time. I wasn't expecting this to actually run, let alone anything else. So here, we've sent our 5. We haven't received anything back because there's no server running. But if I press W, nothing. Oh, wait a minute. No, we want it in the window, don't we? That's why. Window. No. Oh, it just crashes. Oh, no, it's registered them. Oh, right. So I think it's going to work. Don't know. Don't know exactly if that's going to work or not. But hey ho, no, it didn't crash. Just got... It's getting jammed on focus between the window and stuff. So it's jamming up. Jamming up the outputs. Because it doesn't know where to output to. Okay, so that's the application part finished. So we know that we're now expecting to be sending something that looks okay. But it's still sent because... Yeah. That's not working. Oh, God. That doesn't matter the first time, but it's going to happen so quickly. The user would have to really, really be on... Well, it could happen. There's an error. There's an intrinsic error there in the logic that can go true before we receive our UUID. So... Should we receive data second or send second? We could do, couldn't we? Could we send second? It'll give our receiver a chance. Doesn't actually matter. Things happen that fast that it doesn't matter. But it might do. I don't want to touch the SDK. Right. Okay. Can split you off there for a second. We'll go to the server source application. Okay. Right, so we receive a message and we're doing exactly the same as here. So we're doing a split result. If split result equals that. Okay. Why are we using message there like that? Okay, let's sort out what we're doing here. That's wrong. Get out of my way, you. Just want to do that. Right, have I got any drinks? Here we go, I've got some drinks here. Let's have a look at this useless piece of server. This server trash. Okay. We're going to need a map. String message. Why? That's wrong. That's in splits. Alright, that's corrected a mistake. And now we can just send, can't we? So, for count equals 0 to, that'll be, yeah, what's num users? Num users, okay. Int, okay, so it's an int. Int count equals 0 as long as count is less than num users. If in other words, if it's 0, it's not going to do anything. And then that's just going to be count plus plus. Okay. We have something desperately missing here. There's a bit of a hole in this. User.h, okay. Okay, so we've got user.h, but we haven't used it. I don't think we've used it. No, we haven't, have we? We need to have a way of storing the players. Okay. Let's go with C++ map. That'll do. Let's have a look at the reference to this. Yep. Oh, it's got lovely bits and pieces here. Oh, yes. Key T compare allocate. Ooh. It gives it a value type. That's interesting. I didn't realise that last bit. Compare, yeah, mapped. I need to read up on this a bit more, I think. Q, no. Stack, we could. Vector, we could, but that's dodgy. I would prefer a map. Right, this is what I'm trying to do. Let's see if I can work this out from my brain. My brain's hurting. Let's have a break from coding because my brain's hurting. What I'm thinking is using those UUIDs to map it all. Get me a pen. So we've done that one. We're now going via server. We could, well, what I want to do really is use a map. So what that will do is take a bunch of memory like that, and with two, and it'll be a pair of things that gets stored. So it'll be UUID, and it's going to be the user class. And this is going to be called user map or something. So this will allow us then to access each user afterwards to send out all the information that we have to send out. But also in each user will be held their stats, their game state. So this will just be the game state, won't it? This will be the whole game state that we've got at the moment. So we can use this idea to create a game state. And that's what the server manages or controls, has authority over. The game state is not held in the clients. Right, okay. I think that's what we should do. How we're going to do it? That's going to be an interesting one. Let's think about this. Okay, let's do this properly, bit by bit. Let's pop you down. Const key, comma T, type, value type. Okay. Not sure how this works yet, but we're going to find out. Source server. Here we go. So what we got here? Nothing much. We've just got the message and the split string. So all we've been doing at the moment is playing around with the message. But we've got the splits working as well. Let's get a drink. Let's think. What we could do what does the user have? Just out of interest. Position XY is ready and a UUID. Okay. I'll do my usual. Just pop it here, will do. Just so I can have a look exactly at what I'm dealing with. There we go. Alright. Let's get my keyboard back, that might help. There we go. And what we're looking at here. Why did that while go across one? Oh no, that's right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a game state. What we're going to do with that is use a map. Oh God, we've got everything else here, why not? What the hell? Does it matter? No. Right, that gives us a map. And the game state will be std : map. And then it's thingies. Let's have a look. Okay, how are we going to do this? I just want an integer, don't I? So, do I just want... If it's just an integer, then it's just a vector. But no, I need to be able to do things properly. I think I've nearly got it. Right, it's got to be unique. That's the first thing. So we could use the UUID, or what would be more sensible is to use an IP and that combination. And we do have it. We have a struct with that in. And I think we've got it here. Somewhere hidden in here. And that's actually wrong. Oh no, it's fine. Where do we get muser ID IP from? Oh, that's cringing me. Oh, right, I made it available, did I? Yes, I made it available. Right, I know where that's come from now. That's very bad programming. That's really making it work with a hammer. I made it public within the UDP-net class. So that's never clever. Let's play around more with strings then. std string, comma, type name TP. User. No, that's MMO. SDK, colon, user. I did it with a small u? Really? Oh, God. Where are you, SDK? Why are you giving me such bad time here? Come here. Silly little thing. Go away now. Be nice. Alright, so that can now be user. No, it'll just say it's an error, but no, it isn't. And we will call this the users map, like that. And now I've got to shut you all down and reopen you because IntelliSense doesn't work. And here, see, it's not an error. Thank you. What we put in this string matters. In users, it's going to be a star. It's just going to be an address. So it's going to be a new user. So every time we do this, we've got to create a new user. Okay. I can do that. We'll need a string from that. That's going to be an interesting string. It's going to be a network order, which I don't know if that's big Indian or little endian. Oh well. I think we better create a user. Okay, so we send the data off. which is basically a UUID. That's all we're bothered about at this point in time here. So that's that part, but no point have we said MMO SDK user star user and that would equal a new MMO SDK user, like that. So we've got a new user. What can we do with them? We could start filling in the bits and pieces. Bool is ready. Okay, let's fill the bits in. Just goes as they are. So user is ready. Equals true for us because we're the server. It only goes to false if they go AFK. As far as we're concerned, means a different thing. std string UUID is that one there. So user and this is the UUID, and that equals I didn't put a space on the end of that, didn't I? I mean, it'll still do it, but I didn't put a space on the end of it, and I should have done. Why did it? Yeah, that's right. So it's that bit. That's better. Does need space on the end because, as you know, we're using the split thingy, which uses spaces to split the result. So you always need a space at the end. That we're never going to use again. Float position X. Okay. So user position X is at spawn point. We're going to make this different. Let's make it 100, 100. Because that's at 200, 200. No, let's make it 50, 50. It's right up in the corner and I'll know. User position Y equals 50. That's 0.0f. Okay, that's all the information we need to know about them. Right, now we just need to go through that map and send all the information off. Ah, we haven't added them to the map. Ooh. This is a bit awkward. How do we add them to a map? Where's that map stuff? It should be up here somewhere. Alright, let's have a look at this. Okay. We could log things, I suppose. We need to get that unique key. Otherwise it's not going to work. So we need to generate a key. And that's going to have to go in here. So it's a string, isn't it? std : string. I've already decided this part. And this can be UUID key, I suppose. We could just make it equal to the UUID. That's lazy. No. User key. How can we do it? I'm going to use the IP address because I know that that's unique and it isn't generated by us. It's given to us by the system, and it's something that can't be overwritten by just a simple hack. So I think that's going to be safer. We need something that's pretty safe. This is going to be darn interesting. Okay, how do we do that? We're going to have to use that user's IP, yeah. God grief. This is a nightmare. Okay. STD. Let's see if I can put this together in my head. ToString. Okay, we've got that bit so far. Alright, I think I've got it now. This is going to be awful. What? What's wrong with that? Stupid machine. Stop it. So it's m_udp net arrow muser ID, yeah, and that's dot host. That's 2 items in it, so we'll add that with we can split, can't we, by space or anything we want. Let's do it by underscore. Let's just change it up a little bit, and then that's plus, and it's std : toString. This is working. Don't believe this. Stupidity going on here. dp net, and then it's muser IP, and it's dot port. I'll do it. Good stuff. Right, that gives us a user key using the host IP and the user's port. And we're still within the same place, aren't we? 5, yes, we're still in. Oh, have we come out? No, we haven't. Good. Right, okay. Alright, that means we can now... didn't know that did that. Get out of it. hit return, might help. Got users key, we can just add them to the map, can't we? I think so. I think I should have made notes about this. This is actually quite difficult to get my head around. So it's just going to be users map, and it's square brackets, is it? Yeah, I think it is. User key. User key. And then you just put that equals to the player, don't you? Yeah, right, we'll do it that way. Equals player, user. Yeah. So we're giving it all the information. We'll set it to position X, Y. We're giving it a key, and the user has been stored in the user map. Not sure why I need a for next loop now. I don't think I do. I think it's for each user key, or something like that, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Okay. That's all we need to do there, isn't it? I think so, because now we're up to the state where we need to be able to send out information to all users. So for each user we need to send out everything. Right. Let's see if I can remember this. It's not that anymore. This one's a lot better. So it's going to be a pair, isn't it? Standard pair. Do I need anything in there? Yeah. What do we call it? Right, okay, this is an iterator. Okay, so we make an iterator. This is an iterator. Right. So it's an iterator of std : string, comma, user star, which is what we've got. That's your iterator. And for each element, in the player, user, I wanted to call them players, but it's not, it's user, user map. And it doesn't like it. Oh, I don't like this. Element is the name of the iterator. What have I done here? That's wrong. Expected a declaration. Do I have to declare that first and then just put element in here for each element in user map? For God's sake. key compare. An alligator, right. The elements in a map are always sorted by its key following a specific strict weak ordering criterion. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, right. Okay. Element access, yeah. Iterators begin, end. So these are all the things that we can do on it. There's also first and second, if I remember rightly, if that's in here as well. Access element at. It's giving square brackets. I wonder if I'm supposed to have square brackets here. Don't know. And right, this doesn't work. It should. Unless... Unless that's wrong. It's wrong because there's no S there. There you go. That was hard to find. So for each element in the user's map, we can now send information. That's going to be fun. So what's the information going to be? The information is going to be the number 2. Yes, indeedy. So we are going to have to create a message. We have a message here, equals 5. We've dealt with all of that, haven't we? We can reuse message, I think. So, message. Dot. Maybe not. I thought message was something. Yeah, it's a string. So... and it does nothing. Okay. So message equals 2. Space. We've started. Next, we want to get who we're sending it to, which is here. And it's now saved inside here. So it's in element second. Yeah, okay, I remember this now. I'm starting to remember how to use maps. Ah, dear. So the person that's contacted us, no. This is a generic send out, isn't it? But you've got to send it to each individual differently. It's the ordering that is a problem now. Let's go back to client and have a look at number 2. What we're expecting is our data at the beginning. So let's do that. So we're expecting the number 2 plus our data. We haven't got to multiplayer yet. I prematurely did something there. So we haven't got to multiplayer. We're just interested in hours. So let's send it. So for each of those we need a 2 and 2 results. Okay. So that's that. 2 plus. Oh, I'm not really happy with this bit, but here we go. Element dot second. Okay, element arrow and oh, whoops. How the hell did I just do that? Alright, we're back. I hit F11 by mistake. Element. Why can't I do anything with element? Oh dear. I just want to create a message, don't I? How the hell am I going to do that? Okay. We'll have to pull the user out. We can't do it that way. But we can do the first part. We can put the 2 in. So we need to pull the user out, and that's going to be user. No, it's not. It's going to be MMO. Why is nothing working? My IntelliSensor's gone. It's crapped out for some reason. Let's try again. My IntelliSense went deader. Okay. MMO. Oh, it nearly... What's wrong with this? Module main middle module mutable. Is it taking the P? Well, it's that there. That dies there. I can reuse it. Okay. It's not stored. The user is not stored, so that equals something. And it will equal a static cast. Yeah. Oh, does it need the static cast these days? Is it just not element dot second? Isn't that true, or is that not? Because it's user star. Okay. And from there, we can take the user's IP address. Sorry, X and Y position we're bothered about, aren't we? So it is message equals message. Oh, it's just plus equals. That with the X. So it is user. I'm getting nothing here. position. For some reason, my it's just died on me. Oh well, I'll just type it out then. User position X, toString. That plus that plus the same again, really. Position Y. That's all I'm going to add at this stage. That's enough to be going on with. And then we just send the message, I guess. What are we going to do? Oh, we've got it, haven't we? Yes, yes we have. So it's going to be m underscore udp net send data and it's going to be message comma yeah, it's just the same as here, isn't it? That's what we're doing. Except this last bit isn't. So it's user. That gets replaced with user. Right. Everything else looks right. Put a semicolon at the end. And save that. So that should work. And that should give us our position X, Y back. But we haven't checked for what we received. Right. So here we've checked for a 5, we haven't checked for a 2. Okay. If split result equals 2. We haven't done this part, have we? No, we haven't. That's good. Okay. Let's get on with that. Let's have the number 2. No, I'll have it before. We could. Yeah. That'll do. Right, so we are going to receive 5 items, aren't we? Let's have a look. That's how it comes back to us, but how are we sending it? Okay, there's a lot of data. So it's 2 UUID, which we can check. That's a safety check. 2 UUID input data. Blah blah blah. And it gets us, well, 4 items. Or with spaces, yeah. So that's 1, 2 plus 4 is 6 items. Okay. And they're all numbers. Yeah. They're all integers. So we can ignore the 2. And we can go 1 to 6 for the rest. Right, okay. Blum, 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 blum. We need to stack it all up, don't we? Right, I think I've nearly got it. Right. We're going to have to do this unique key thing again, aren't we? This user key. Yeah, that's okay. So we can copy that. Sounds like a function to me. Copy that. So there's our user key. Blah de blah de blah. We'll work it out in exactly the same way. Yeah, okay. I'm actually okay with that. Yeah. Okay, so what does that mean? It means we can get the player, or user, or whatever you want to call them. I'm getting to the stage where I'm going to start calling them players. User. There's 2 sides to Amber Skies. There is actually a game side to it, and there is a serious 3D web browser side to it. So that's why I'm trying to keep it as user rather than player. All of my previous attempts have always been with players, because it's always been a game, but this is starting as a game and then moving on. So that's going to be user map, which I didn't spell right last time, and that's a user key, isn't it? Yeah, that's that. So we've got the user. Magic. All we have to do then is change them on the split results, don't we? I mean, we could check the ID if we wanted to, but I'm not really that bothered. So, if split result. Oh, wait a minute. It's got to be 2, 6, 5. Don't know about this yet. And num splits is greater than 5. I think that's right, but don't quote me on it. Might have to change that in a second or two. Just want the idea there. So if split result would get my IntelliSense back, it would help. Equals 0, 1 we're not doing, 2. And we just had 1, didn't we? As our thing. And that is the first one along, which is in here, -1 to user position Y. So we'll do that one. And that will be user position y minus equals. Is it a float? Yeah. Yes, it is. Says so there. 1.0f will do. There we go. So instead of it being altered here on the client, now what we're doing is we're taking that bit that I deleted out away from the client, so it doesn't have the control. It can send the input in, but it doesn't have control over this bit here. And that's the important part. So the next one will be plus to the y. There we go. And then we just put if. Well, it's the same, isn't it? It's the same thing. Returns 4 of them. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 6 greater than 5 is correct. Yay, I got it right for once. And that's position y plus. That's x. That's x. That's plus, isn't it? The next one there. Make sure. Yep, plus. Never guess. Never guess. Plus. And the last one's a minus. Alright, so if it receives now this 2 that we've been spamming it with, it should alter the state or the game state of our character. As you can pull it through here using the user key. Yeah, that's okay. We pull it out of the map, we change the results, and that's that done. Down here, after we've had a delay of 10 milliseconds, we go through each element in the user's map, and we start messaging them out with X and Y positions. Okay. But I've still got it going to the same user. Yeah, that's coming out of the map, isn't it? That's fine. That could work. Okay, how can I test this? Right, well, what I can do here is just log the fact that we're here. So type to message arrived. Hello. And down here, can't put anything really. It's not inside anything. Okay. I didn't protect that one. Don't think I need to. Alright, so we're going to send information back, which is the X and Y position. That could be interesting. Now we start off with the X and Y position equal to something completely different, 50-50. This starts off at 200, 200, and our source here starts off at the middle of the screen. Which one will win? And it should be the server, which is why they're all different. Let's just do a build task on that. Error. User in namespace MMOSDK does not name a type. Quite right, it doesn't. Where are you? Application 35. Yeah, okay, application 35. Application what? In header file. $25.20. Oh right. What's it on about here? Ah. I'm using muser. Don't need that. I haven't been using it. Users can only be local to the instance when they're being used. They can't be kept. So I'll take that out. Make sure everything's okay. I haven't been using m_user anywhere, have I? Please tell me I haven't. Because the users are actually kept within the map. Which is that. We could make that global. Which is, a member variable. Which is probably a better idea, but do I need to? Can we not just kill it off at the end of this? If it stops working. Yeah, right, okay. Run build task. Server, please. Ooh. Ow. What? Wasn't it? Really? MMOSDK user. Oh, right, yeah, got you. You can go bye-byes. And that means you can as well. My bad. Terminal, run build task. MMO server, get on with it. You're joking me. 82, that's better. Now we're getting into the meat of it, 82. What's this got to do with user? Am I reading these wrong? Application.cpp82 server source application 82 user. You're right, we can't do that. O SDK colon. There we go. We can do that. Have I done that all over the place? No, I've done it right there. What's all these for? What? Argument 2 is invalid. Really? Isn't that what we defined it as? Hold on a minute. MMO SDK, yeah. I see what you mean. That's MMO SDK colon. That's that one. Done. For each element. It can't be first, because that's a string. So it's got to be the second. Oh, right. Well, we'll see what happens now. We're on 5 problems, so let's see if we can get more. Actually, should have cleared this first, shouldn't I? Terminal, run build task. Server. Please tell me we're getting past some of these now. Alright. Starting to get there. That's a struct. And I know it is. Has no member named M-users IP. You're right, it probably doesn't. And that's on 107. It doesn't have the user's IP. Darn it, it needs it. Oh dear, we've goofed. We don't have the IP address. And have I been assigning it as well? I didn't even assign it a bit. I know I want it. Right. Oh dear. Bless me. MOSDK. We've forgotten some, yeah. Okay. Hash include. SDLnet. No, SDL2. Slash. SDL underscore net. That one there. And that will allow us to put IP address. Why IP, thank you, address. And that is a struct. So we'll just have to call it something, won't we? So what do we call it in here? Not in there, you muppet. Can't get that straightened up, thank you. What do we call it in here? Users IP. Oh, that'll do. Now we need to save that out in the correct place and then use it in the correct place. There you go. You've got that now. Stop complaining. I think you've got that. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that should work now. Okay. Do we store it? No, we don't. That's going to be user. Users IP equals em underscore udp net, and that's m underscore users IP. Okay, that should do it. That should do it. So now we have it. Otherwise we can't send stuff out, can we? So that's there. That's there. That should now be correct. Okay. Terminal. Run build task. I'll just do one on the SDK just to make sure everything's up to date. Yeah, we are up to date there. And run build task on the server. Yay, server works. We're happy. And let's just check to see what our application is doing on the client side. It's been a while since I did this. When it's receiving a 2, it turns to false. Is ready false? Yeah. So it switches itself off until you move again. And that's sending the data. What about receiving it? We don't seem to have received it. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, we do. I have no idea, but this might actually work. Server, what are you doing at the moment? Okay, that's what we've got for the server. We have welcome to the MMO server. Dun da 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 dun da da. We can get rid of this. Yeah, that's fine. Client, what are you doing? Error. You're right, and that's on application H. 39? Why have I done this? That's a very good question. Well, it's not there, is it? It's complaining about here. Ah. That's why. And in the application it does use that. Okay. Client, please. We haven't debugged the client. It would seem. Ah, that sounds alright now. Wow. That's what's happening. But we're not getting a game. I can't get the game screen up. That's completely locked out. Not bloody... Yeah, it's going all kinds of wobbly here. Okay, let's get rid of some of these then. So that works up to a point. Message sent to 50/50. And that's from the server, which is correct. Okay, I'll get rid of you. Get rid of you. Charge rates. Alright, yeah, fine, thank you. So yeah, it works, is the answer. Oh, hi there, Tommy Ness. Sorry I didn't see you earlier, I'm a bit slow on chat usually. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Just fighting logic at the moment. And this is going to be an awkward one to sort out, to be quite honest with you, because it's in prototype stage, so everything's just all over the place. But I've only made 7 changes, so I can always pull it back to when it was working. So that's not a problem. Now all I've got to do is figure out why. Why could I not get the screen up? That's client. Source. Application. So the screen comes up, but it never gets changed. It gets stuck. Somewhere in here. I think it is this false rubbish. It's this. Because as soon as I started it, even before this had contacted the server was spamming out everything, I think. I couldn't hardly tell. The server was a little bit too much on the spam there. So let's have a look at that. Let's see if I can get rid of that first. There's a log here somewhere. So it's on send data. Which I bet is in here. There's receive data. There's send data. Nope. SDL log. Sent. I'll have to go. I know it's sending the data already, so that's fine now. That's okay. Yeah, that does a good job. That'll do nicely. Right, that'll cut that spam out. Now I might be able to see whether we get a log on or not. So let's go back to the server and make sure that we get a log on message. And that is under the 5s. Sending message. Okay. Okay, so I've got a message. Let's see if that works. Nope, that was the wrong one to press. Whoops. That works. There's our little person. He's working. As you can see, There you go, the numbers change. So that's left, right, back and up. The ones change, so that's what's going out. That's correct. So, if we get ourselves a server running, it might happen. It might. Alright, I've got to get the windows right, that's the biggest problem. Client please, let's put the client up now with the server running. Let's see if it crashes again. Well, it's right. As you can see, the message is sending to 5050. Message 5 sent, message 2 sent. Right, so if I do that, this should change. And nothing's going out, so it's getting... Yeah, I thought as much. The logic's wrong. And I thought as much before. Darn it. The logic is wrong. Let's get rid of you a minute. I need a variable num sent. CPP 53. Okay, am I looking in the right place? MMO. No, I'm not. MMO. SDK. UDP network. CPP 53. CPP 53. Okay. Simple enough. Just take that out. Run build task. SDK. Can't tell what it's doing. Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay now. Excellent. Right, so that's the SDK worked out. Client. What's stopping us is probably this true or false thing. Yeah, I don't think we should be using it here. It should be true all the time. It should only be false at the start. Let's take it out. No, don't do it that way. Do it that way. Just take it out. Let the data flow, as it were. It's going to be coming in at a hell of a rate. So we're receiving the number 2. That's 5. Where do we receive 2? Ah, there. 1, 2, 3. No, it's 2. That could be why. We'll lower that. I don't think it was right. Yeah. Num splits. Yeah. Num splits greater than 1. Yeah. That's okay. Alrighty. In user pods, X and Y are being slotted in there. Yeah, I think that probably is a bit better. And again, we've got an equal in false. Just forget it. Don't want the false. It starts off false and becomes true at login, and that's it. Don't use it for anything else at the moment. Make sure that it starts off false at the top. Oh. Okay. So where do we set it as false? In MMO SDK, I know we do. Yeah, its default value is false. Okay. Alright. Okay, wherever we decide to make that user, it's M user, isn't it? So it should be at the top of CPP. Why isn't it? Because I took it out. SDK, colon, user, that's it, done. Right, sorry, I took it out without even thinking about it. That sets it to false. Okay. Let's run the client by itself first of all. And our little bobbly, our little bobbly person works, and if I use that just sends messages. Okay, so it's sending messages and it's running. Okay. I think it's overflowing the buffer slightly on reporting the sending of the messages because it can't keep up. But hey ho. We don't exactly have our timings right. Don't need that a minute. Let's get the old serve back up. So I know the client's working, running, and sending messages. Where's my server gone? Here it is. Server's up. I'll just pop it there for a second whilst I go for client. Client's working. So I'll put you there. I'll put you there. And I'll try. As you can see, that message being sent thingy. But it's in the wrong place. Ah. We're not receiving. Alright. But we are now running. So I was right about that logic being dodgy. That needs timing properly. Interesting. So all we need to do is get our packets back from the server. It's close. It's very, very close, but I think it is the client that may be slightly out here. Application CPP. Right, so I know that it's sending. Get performance. Client, yeah. There's the data that we're sending. Send our game state to the server. Now I know that's happening. Because we're getting a log message about it from somewhere. God knows where. There. Okay, can we get rid of you now? I've had enough of you being done. Receive data from the server is receive data there. Split result gets cleared, and then we split the data and check it. Okay. Message 5 received. Don't know if we got that. Right, let's just check that one first. So take that one out. Yeah. Let's see if we actually get a log on. It's a very, very good point, isn't it? Okay, we're running. Yep. Message 5 received. UUID equals. Something missing there. Alright, so we have here that we are log on request sending message. And when we're in this window, nothing happens there. No. Sometimes if you do that, putting them in and out of focus, it can alter things. But nothing's altering, it's still in the center of the screen, which means no numbers are coming in. UUID equals nothing. It's interesting. Blah 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 blah. 5. %S. It should be giving me a result. Why isn't it telling me? It looks like our SDL logging system has crashed out on us. What is that? Yeah. Equals split result 1. So we're not getting split result 1. Oh dear. That's unusual because we were before. So what's changed? We've got to have an ID. Otherwise it makes it useless. Alright, server, what are you doing? There's the game state. We're happy with that. That's now wrong. So that doesn't matter anymore. Message receives. This is receiving. Okay. If it's a 5, two-string UUID and a space. Don't need a space there. And a string, isn't it? So yeah, we'll take you off. That's something I added, which I shouldn't have done really. what we're logging here. Not really the right thing. We need to log the information, not just random stuff. Received logon request, sending message plus UUID. That should be a colon and a %s. So what I want is the message, isn't it? I want to know what I'm sending. .c string. There we go. That should do that one. We should really output the number of users as well. That's not really what I want to do at this point. We're not getting a type 2 message arriving. We're not getting an SDL logout from that at all. Have I got that wrong? 0, 1 we're ignoring, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five is correct. Awkward. Terminal. Run build task. Server. Very temperamental servers. Client, please. Nothing to be done. No, that's wrong. Right, Discord's just gone. Okay. How long have I been on this? 2.5 hours. Alright, Discord drops out. Great. I have no idea if my video had dropped out there. Have we? No, it says that we haven't lost anything, so that's fine. Okay, I'm going to cheat with the client. Main. Space. Back. Save. Alright, that should do it. Rightio. Run build task. Client. Thank you. Lovely. Hopefully we're getting to the stage now where things should start working. We are very, very close now to having a server client. And here we go. Very, very close. I'll leave that off screen for a second because it doesn't say anything yet. Yeah, our screen's working nicely now. Okay. That's what we sent. 5 and a 10, which is correct. Received login request, was sent the message, UUID 510. Right, why have we not got this being reported here, is the question now. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to have to start debugging this properly all the way through. Which means probably stepping over stuff. This is now working fine. If I put you up top. No, doesn't work off that one. Doesn't work off that one. Doesn't work off that one. Nothing's happening. It's just not sending either. So something's wrong here in the message. Message 5 received. UUID not working. So, let's try it again. Yeah. Still the same. But you can see now on the server anyway, it's now sent out 511, which it's supposed to, because you could never send out the same unique identification again. Which is why we don't use UUIDs for the map. Yeah. So I know this is working, and I know it's multiplayer, because obviously the UUIDs are changing properly. All I've got to do now is work out what that problem is. And that problem, close. I don't want to open the wrong thing, because I usually do. Client, source, app. That comes here. Why is that %s not working? It even tells me when I hover over it what it is. So there's something weird going on here. String. And that's a string. Yeah, take that out. Something going a bit weird with them. I'm thinking of doing the full message, actually. Could I? It's in state message, isn't it? That's a string as well, isn't it? So, let's try that one. See what I'm actually receiving first of all. That might be a good idea. A good start. Can't use that. I'll have to have the server on. Oh, I need a stretch as well. I've been sat here for 2.5 hours. We need to have a stretch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the server up top here out of the way as I work on the client. Probably won't start it again, so it'll just do whatever it wants to do. And the client is the bit we want to fix, I think. Got ya. UUID does not equal 5. And neither does that message. So what's happening to the next part? Oh, wait a minute, that is the message. Ah. Is the UUID actually being sent? Maybe that's the problem. Something may be wrong. Yeah. It says here, I'm sending it. Do I believe it? Let's go and have a look at that logon request. I can get rid of this. Don't need that. Right, let's follow it from the beginning. MMO server, source, logon request. If anybody spotted what's wrong, just say so in chat. I'm not proud. I'm quite happy to get things totally wrong. Alright, so that's what I'm saying. Sending 5 space plus std to string that. And MUUID gets in. That's up at the top. It's there. I just set it to 10. So it's just an int. So message plus C string gives 510. Now, when we go over to our client, we send a 5, we get the 5, and we look at 1. Why is that? Why does it all mess up? That should be legal. And it should be 10. Now that's the application, isn't it? So this is the client. So I can rerun the client. And it should come up with something like 11. Okay, there's something very, very iffy going on now. And there's something, it's not receiving properly. So let's go and have a look at received data. There is something drastically wrong with something somewhere. MMO, SDK, network, CPP, let's have a look at received data. Buffer equals -1, yeah. If we receive, we take the user's IP, which is the address, yeah. For int count packet in length count, buffer things across. Length. That could be wrong. That could be disastrously wrong. Packet in, yeah, that's data to buffer. Return mbuffer, yeah. And then buffer should be a string, and it is. Oh god, this is getting awkward. I wonder if the lengths are going miles off. On the server side, what are we sending as a length? It's receiving okay, by the looks of it. Yeah, received logon request, sending message plus UUID 5, yeah. That's working up to that point. So it sends it send data message, which I print out is correct. Static cast int message dot length. Size T to send data. Arrgh. I can change that to a size T. But static cast shouldn't alter it. There's the length. There's the IP address. Oh dear. I can't see it. I can't see what's wrong. I think I'm too involved. I'll need to step back and go through it properly. This is what happens when you're programming. You get too involved and you can't see where you've made a mistake. And it's usually just a simple, everyday, stupid mistake. A minor piece of logic has gone astray somewhere. Yeah. That's correct. We just received that from there, and then we're going in here. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. But no, we are receiving, aren't we? We are putting it in here. I think I need to redo each one. I have to force them to clean. Okay, let's see if we can do this. What sometimes happens is that they don't they don't do exactly what you expect them to, put it that way. So let's have a look. Have we got LS? No, we haven't. Okay, dir. Fine. It's in debug. And there's a ton of stuff in here, isn't there? Yep, there is. Alright. Pop you down a minute. I need to grab something out of there. There we go. And just put clean on there, please. Oh, right. That worked. Exit. Right, so the server's clean. So you're done. Client. Clean you up. Excellent. You're done right. I haven't done this in ages. You really I should do it before each session. Or at least during each session. Clean. Fantastic. So everything's clean. All three are clean. If I can't see any errors, then it may be just that one didn't compile when the other ones did, or because we're using an SDK, I've changed something in the SDK and it just hasn't taken as a compilation as yet. So let's do the honors of building the SDK first. And it works without any errors. Fantastic. Let's do the server next. No, the client next. Absolutely fine. And the server last. Absolutely fine. And that means that everything is now built properly. And I know that it's not a coding issue, it's just a logic issue. So we have a server which we can run forever. There we go, server's up. And a client which we can now try running properly. There we go. And it's still not receiving. Nothing. It should give me a sending. So there is something drastically wrong with our MMO client. And there we go. So we've got it working and then we've broken it. That is the usual for me. I've taken a good program and broken it. Yay, Blades! I'm the best. I'm going to have to go through all the code, and that's boring to watch. So I'll show you how I'll do it. What I'm going to do is open the client up here, source code, application, and when we go into this while loop, what I'll do is I will just put a dot there, and I'm going to go through the lot. So I don't think you really want me to, well, I don't think you want to see that happen, because it is literally me going through the whole lot and finding what the error is. So I will catch you all later, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have everything moving as expected. But we did get movement today, so I'm happy. I did fulfill my promise. Local movement worked. Still got it here somewhere, haven't we? So local movements worked, and we are now trying to get this link through a map working now. So that's where we're up to. Once I've got this working, then it's multiplayer. Wow, and that's going to be the easy bit, because it's nearly set up, nearly already set up for us. So we're halfway there. Halfway to both of them at the same time. Yeah, I'll have it at 69. Why not? So, in the meantime, if you want to support Amber Skies and its trail into the future, building an MMO, please do so. There's plenty of ways to do that, usually scattered all the way around places like donations and God knows what. So, feel free to do that kind of thing. Like, follow, subscribe, God knows what you're able to do on here. So anything you want to do to support the channel, you do that. Feel free. And I wish you all well. Take care. And have fun.